Welcome to the show, Sheldon. I'm really glad to have you here today. I've heard your story is quite remarkable.
Camera focuses on Joe Rogan and Sheldon Johnson sitting across from each other in the studio. You spent 25 years in prison for past mistakes, but now you're here sharing your story with us. So how do you feel looking back on your past?
Thanks, Joe. Honestly, I can't describe it all. There were times I thought I was going to die in prison, never getting out. But when I finally did, I realized that life can change if you really want it to. I'm not the same man I was back then. Since I got out, I've been working with young people at risk of going to prison, helping them find a better path. I've even thought about studying law.
Wow, that's truly inspiring. You know, I've heard that people with education, especially those who finish college, have a much lower recidivism rate, and you've done all of this after being released, right?
Yeah, that's right. I studied, worked in the legal library, helping other inmates, and one day I looked at myself and realized I had changed so much. I had a second chance, and I didn't want to waste it.
That's an amazing story, but I think we both know that change is not an easy road, and you've come so far on that path. How do you feel about the opportunity society gives to people who have made mistakes? Sheldon Johnson's life took a remarkable turn after his release from prison. He immersed himself in community activities, working closely with the Queen's Defenders organization. His interactions with young people showcased his commitment to making a difference. After his release, Sheldon not only found his own life again, but also became a role model for others. He worked tirelessly to help young people at risk of prison. Sheldon's story is proof that a person can change and live a meaningful life after serving time. Sheldon even started thinking about studying to become a lawyer. He felt that he could do something bigger. Everything seemed to be moving in a shocking turn. He went on Joe Rogan, then killed someone 38 days later. But just 38 days after appearing on Joe Rogan's podcast, Sheldon's life took another drastic turn. On March 6, 2024, police received a call reporting gunshots and cries for help from Colin Small's apartment, an old friend of Sheldon's. When they arrived, they discovered a portion of Colin's body in Sheldon's apartment. The rest of his body was found in Colin's apartment. Surveillance footage showed Sheldon entering and leaving the apartment several times, trying to conceal his identity. Not only did the police find Colin's body, but they also discovered that Sheldon had tried to hide himself by wearing different outfits to avoid being recognized. This shocked everyone, as they couldn't believe that the man they saw on Joe Rogan's podcast could commit such a horrific crime. Sheldon pleaded not guilty and maintained his innocence. He was charged with murder and held in custody awaiting trial. In the courtroom, people began to doubt Sheldon's ability to change. Those who had once trusted him began to rethink everything. Even Sheldon's father, who had always believed in his son's transformation, could not believe what had happened. "I just don't understand. I saw my son working hard and studying for 26 years. He was a good man," he said. "I thought Sheldon had changed. But this incident really makes me question the nature of change. Can we truly change? Or are the second chances society gives just leading us down an unpredictable path?" Sheldon Johnson's story is a stark reality about life, recidivism, and the justice system. Although he went through a significant transformation, this story raises the question of whether there's really an absolute road to redemption or not.
Sheldon Johnson's story may be proof that a person can change, but sometimes the past and external factors can push someone down a path they can't control. And sometimes one wrong decision can turn a whole life upside down.